H&M Mugler pricing has dropped. We have got the full collection. I am here to help you plan for the 11th of May when this drops. So I thought that I would go through all of the pieces, / the ones I think are probably going to be the best buys. Let's have a bit of a discussion about the pricing. We're going to go through men's, women's, everything. Let's get into it. Starting it off with the most expensive piece in this collection, and that is the leather trench with scarf. I mean, she is all leather. It's in this amazing, ooh, like a dark, it's not a teal, is it? Well, they've just called it dark green. I don't know why I'm trying to be fancy and all of that. It's a dark green, Cassie, okay. This is also, so this is basically a short version. The zip is at an angle. You've got a bit of a diagonal zip, $550. And then there's a scarf bit that sort of falls down. Also, I think that's nice. This is one of my favourite pieces. This is $350. I think this is £199. I love this. Love this. Oh, I love the overshoot of the shoulder, and then in the body of it, it's mesh. Literally, it looks like the same thing. They're currently selling for $2,800 on Net-a-Porter. I mean, I think this is a great one. It's also a piece that very much has that Mugler vibe of the corsetry and the sexiness and the mesh, but it's not one of those very statementy or very obvious Mugler pieces, and it's something that you can wear a lot. So I think this is a great one. Okay, what is this? This is just an oversized wool blazer. It does not have a collar. I mean, don't bother. This is giving neither here nor there. Just get any blazer, to be very honest with you. This isn't giving $300 worth. So it is essentially this jacket, but where the dark denim is, it's spandexy elastic material, right? I mean, we have the same top on my Teresa, $950, right? The denim colour is slightly different. Everything else looks pretty much the same. $300 as opposed to $950. Like, these jeans, whether you love them or hate them, have been spoken about since Casey Cadwallader started his reign at Mugler, and obviously going to be a huge standout part of this collection as well. I mean, there's such tiny design differences. So this has less spirals than the usual jeans. Let me show you. Do you see here, this has like more stitching on the thighs than the H&M ones, but let's have a look at the composition again. $690, okay, and this is 72% cotton, 28% elastane. Okay, shell, 72% cotton, 28% elastane. Surely these are the exact same jeans, just, you know, with less spirally bits, right? I mean, let's see, is the back the same? I mean, there you go. It's copy and paste. Copy and paste. So yeah, if you can get it for $200 as opposed to $690, again, why not? Yeah, if this is something that you've been wanting, I mean, it's basically Mugler on a discount. That's truly what it is. Okay, jersey cutout pants, black. Yes, I like these. I think that these are going to fit really nicely and sexy. Oh, okay, the back dips. Keep that in mind, because I was all about these until I saw that, and then I was like, oh. Okay, then we have some of these. Okay, we have the wool dress here. Cute. I actually like this with a tight. I think this works really, really well with a pair of tights. I don't know why. It's giving me that. It's a black wool dress with some like creasing and folding and all of that, which is very interesting. What does it say here? I mean, it's 100% wool, so that's $300. Again, though, you're there and you're thinking, yes, it is it is cheaper than mainline. Is it cheap for an H&M collaboration? I don't know. Okay. Then we've got these corset style mini dress. This is the black version. And this is the blue version, $200 each, and it's basically that spandexy sort of material, right? Very tight, very clubby, very bottle service, all of that. These as well, with sort of gathering details, are very interesting. I don't think that these will, I mean, look, I'm sure this whole collection is going to sell out very quickly. I don't think these pieces are necessarily going to be the most popular. I think it's really going to be those spiral pieces, the mesh pieces, that are going to go first, if you know what I mean, because it's so very, you know, 2023 Mugler. And then this also has a detachable glove. It like clips on or clips off. Mask on, mask off, whatever you want. Okay, so they've got those going in 3 colours. Then these one shoulder pieces. Nice. That's a very lovely colour for the spring summer. I think that we would all agree. This would sort of be a sort of, I also like the fact that the sleeves have, you know, a little thumb hole. I don't know why I like the look of that, I just do. Again, not very recognisably Mugler. Now we move into those very, very Mugler spiral panelling dresses. These are going for $990 and they're $350. Everything pretty... Oh no, hold on a second. This one's got crystals. By the way, I haven't even been checking. We have no idea of... They haven't given us an idea of sizes yet at all. No mention of sizes. We don't know how, you know, like the size range of these, which is a bit annoying, to be honest with you. But this isn't... Oh, very nice with the crystals. So the design is ever so slightly different. Whereas the other ones sort of like come in from the neck. Does that make sense? Wonderful, Cassie. These descriptive words are just painting a picture. They're more of a round neck and then the black panel starts from here. Whereas H&M one starts with like a mesh panel and like a little mock neck almost. So that's interesting. But the rest of the dresses that aren't the crystals are $99. These are going to absolutely fly off. These are going to be so popular. $100 for pretty much a dress that's selling for $990. There are tiny, tiny details that you would be able to tell whether this is from H&M or from the mainline. So for example, on the mainline versions of this dress, the little Mugler lettering is on the hip, right? And again, you've got that design detail of the neck. In the H&M versions, the lettering is here, which is the same placement that it is on the mainline bodysuits. Stay with me. So there are these tiny, tiny little differences. Polyamide and elastane. Same composition. I mean, I don't know if the percentages are the same, but same materials are being used. I mean, look, I think it's great because... yeah, if mainline Mugler has been too expensive or just completely unjustifiable to you, then this is a wonderful way to do that. I just think that Mugler themselves are shooting themselves in a foot, you know, because they're all going, well, why pay full price? You know, the composition seems to be the same and all of that. One thing that Mugler also do really well, which I like, is that with a lot of their mesh pieces, they do it in 2 skin tones. So they do it for lighter skin tones and darker skin tones. I am really happy to see that they've done it for just the pink, or will it also be with the black? I don't know. But for the pink at the least, they've done it again. Darker skin tone version of the mesh is available. Then you move on to the bodysuits. The panelling is ever so slightly different from the main line, but again, for $75 as opposed to $700, yeah, I'll take that for 90% off. Look to be, oh, this looks like it has 3 different mesh colours. Yep, the design is the same, mesh colours are different, great. Then you've also got the leggings. These are going to be very popular. Does that then mean that like everybody will have them? If you don't care about that, then that's great, live your very best life. But I'm just saying it may be something to keep in mind that like, hold on a second. The next girls' brunch, are we all going to be turning up in the spiral bodysuit and leggings combo? So keep that in mind. I think that this, what I quite like about this collection is that there are the very, like I said, recognisably Mugler pieces and other pieces that maybe are a little bit less so. Rhinestone embellished mesh top. Oh, the little stars have little rhinestones all over them. It's nice, isn't it? Great. Okay, so you have the full spiral catsuit, all in one, 200. Cut out bodysuits. Oh, they're doing bikinis. They're doing bikinis. Very nice. High cut. Thank you very much. If you know me, I'm only interested in a bikini or a swimsuit if it's high cut, okay? For years I've been putting up with the mediocre, straight across cut, doing absolutely nothing for me situation, and I refuse. I refuse to be put in that position again, and so I really appreciate it when I see a high cut because there's not too many that do that. I mean, it's nice. Oh, the swimsuit. I like the swimsuit. If you're not somebody that's bothered about tan lines, then it's sexy, you know? Okay, there's a leather bra. That's giving nothing really, isn't it? I also sort of think that these sort of nondescript hoodies are a bit of a waste. I mean, it's just got Mugler on there. I mean, even for $75, keep your money. There's nothing interesting happening there that you couldn't get from A gill-down hoodie. Then you've got the corset detailed ones. Okay, you see here, you've got a design element. That feels a bit more worth it. Easy to, I mean, it's just a fun hoodie. It's a fun hoodie. Don't bother with any of these t-shirts. Why do I like this one? So, I've got a weird thing about the t-shirts because I feel very differently about all three of these designs. The unfitted one just looks like a merch t-shirt. And also, I would say the light blue version, both of those look like free gift with a Thierry Mugler purchase. Just saying. The black one, however, doesn't feel as free gift with purchase as the others. No, you don't know why it's still not worth it. It's not doing anything. Okay, then this piece here, the pink with the pink skirt, is a archival Thierry Mugler design that has never been produced since, right? Except for this collaboration. So you have these little stars and nipple piercings hanging across, these sort of, they look like tusks, nipping in the waist, and then there also is a matching skirt. I mean, purely because of the fact that this hasn't been produced before, it's not even like, oh, you know, a mainline one is $2,000 and this one is $450. I think it's worth getting purely because this has never, if this is something you're into, then, you know, this has never been done before sort of thing. Strapless evening gown. This also, similar situation, not being produced in, I love this. It's sexy, you have these very sort of Mugler little sharp corset details at the front, nips in at the waist, flares out a bit. I like it again because it's archival. If this is something you're into, then this is worth getting. You don't need a leather baseball cap, I'll tell you that now. Bolero gloves. Sure, I mean, like something like that would have been great for Coachella, wouldn't it? Or like a festival or something. Other than that, I really don't see that this maybe has much use in, you know, many people's lives. Second skin gloves. Fine, I'm not a glovey gal. I've got the nails, so that's me being biased. 30 denier tights with seams. Is there anything about these that is like particularly, because you could just go to Walford, and I mean Walford tights are okay. I mean, they've got a decorative seam, they've got shaping panels. If you're particularly bothered about, you know, your bum up and at 'em, then maybe these, but just go to Walford. Also don't need a 3-pack of 80 denier tights in 3 colours. Don't bother. All of these scarves as well. Well, maybe the scarves are fine. I'm not a scarf person, so I'm biased. Absolutely not the leather belt. Don't do it to yourself. You are not a superhero. Okay, we do not need to cinch everything together with a massive M. It's awful. Leather shopper? I mean, for $350, I'd get something else, I think. Yeah, that's not really. Shaped clip-on earrings. Okay, so some of the earrings are clip-on, some of these are, you know, have teardrop and all of that. Metal necklace. There's a $260 body jewellery. No, I don't even think that looks good. Okay, so say you liked the nipple piercings of the pink archival blazer, but for some reason you didn't like the blazer, or you thought, I would just love to have those nipple piercings in general. Well, here I have for you the double brooch. So that is possible. You just add that onto whatever blazer you have and Muglerify. There you go. There's a teardrop cocktail ring. You don't need it. Okay, let's have a quick look at the men's. Mugler mainline does not do men's, so this is the first time that it is being sort of marketed as such. I know that in general it's meant to be very sort of like, I believe if you actually go shopping, these aren't going to be spread out into men's and women's, everything's going to be shoppable together, everybody can wear everything. So they've got a leather trench here, different style to the scarf versions for the women. So maybe if you want something a little bit more stereotypically trench-like, more like a classic trench, then you might want to head over here. Okay, so this pair of pants in the men's section, basically it's quite low rise, and then you almost have this attached belt that lives above it, so it sort of shows a bit of a cutout situation. So these, I mean, I bought for myself mainline in the grey, full price, they're $1,230, and here, $130. So, I mean, they're doing that in black, fully wool, partly lined, and they also come in a sort of, acid lime, shall we say. Defined waist to leather blazer. This is a leather version of the blazer that I said don't bother, because, you know, it didn't have any collars and I didn't really think I had any design difference for $200 or whatever it was. I mean, this one here, I'm a bit like, yeah, save your money. $300, you could get that blazer anywhere. You know, there's nothing about that is particularly, you know, different or whatever to warrant the price. Biker pants, 100, you've got leather versions of those. Again, different version of the denim jacket. And then you've got the loose spiral jeans as well if you don't want the skinny jeans, you want something a bit looser. Denim shirt. Nice denim shirt. I will give it that. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? You've got some little, you know, metal logo appliques on there. $99. That seems a bit steep. I don't know why. This is just a white shirt, but it's double-breasted, so it's something a little bit different. Done up, that just looks like a chef's jacket. I take it back. Okay, shout out to the chefs though. Great work, love it. These are such a good buy. These remind me of the Dior oblique mesh shirt that I have that I think is brilliant for the summer. You put a bralette underneath, off you go. Or don't even put a titties to the wind, whatever you want, okay? This is great. I think it's brilliant for the summer. Get the air flowing. I think it's fun with the stars, very Mugler in that aspect, but not sort of one of the more obvious Mugler pieces. $100, off you go. Don't bother with the shirt, with the t-shirts, with the printing. There's nothing exciting there. Briefs, if you want to Mugler the briefs, I mean, $70 for a pair of knickers. That's... Corset hoodie is also here for men. They also have two other types of hoodies that have the star embossed in them. Not enough for $84. I'm going to say it. They also have a men's version of the mesh shirt with the rhinestones, again on here. Got some corset tank tops, jersey cutout tops, a nylon parachute jacket. Now, for this being nylon and $350, that seems a bit much for this. Is there anything... I mean, it looks padded. Okay, it does look heavy duty, actually. It does look a lot thicker than I thought it was. I thought it was more of like an anorak situation. Fine, but still, I don't know why the $350 seems a bit much to me. Interesting here, there's a pair of men's shoes, ankle boots, with quite a snout on it. You've got patent leather and matte leather. That heel is coming out at an angle. I don't think there are any women's shoes as part of it. That is a right snout. That's a pointy little boot, that, isn't it? Okay, $550. Quite interesting. I think a lot of it is priced very well, I think. And once again, it just seems to be exactly the same as mainline Mugler. So this is your time to get a deal on Mugler, essentially. Let me know if you want me to do that video of what I get, comparing it to, you know, the main line, to see if really you can feel a difference on all of that. I actually don't think that you will be able to, but anyway, it might just be a fun little experiment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've got your eyes on if you are planning on getting involved. I am going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are, and in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye guys.